Welcome to our internal power course. Actually, internal power comes from two static training. One is 混元桩, another is 三体式, training for different way of power. So we try to make our course for 14 minutes. You can look at our course and do standing training. If you always see our course when you training, it will help you deeply understand 形意、太极、八卦 or 咏春. Chinese martial arts have four famous kung fu: Shaolin, xingyi, taiji, bagua. The Shaolin fist movement is very fast. He's playing with kicks and whistling. Jumping and moving is more closer to kickboxing we have today. Fast movement and combination. But Taiji Quan, Xingyi Quan, and Bagua Zhang is different. It's named internal power boxing because they move slowly, like no power. But it also really combat fight, like Taiji, to find the inner strength different from the modern way. I will compare modern Western combat system and the Eastern system. What's the difference between they use power? First, the modern way using power, called power chain, is different from the olden style. So let's analyze what the modern way look like. My assistant Wang Meng. Let's take a right hand straight for example. When he throws the punch, the modern way is turn his feet, turn his shoulder, turn his hip, and turn his shoulder, then give the punch. The power comes from the feet like a power chain. His power is come from the ground like a line. It is a modern way of using power called power chain. This way is easily to interrupt because in modern way of using power, all of our joints are moving in the same direction. Once any joints was stopped, you will know power. We look at the joints along the chain. The foot should be forward and the knees should be forward. The waist is forward and the elbow is going forward. The hand direction needs to go forward. So all his joints are going follow the same path. Then finally you have the combined force. But when I stopped one joint, you punch. The power is stopped and have no power. Sometimes we will fight to the knees. And stop your knees and you can't hit. Can't give a punch. And when I stop this part, cannot punch as well. Very difficult for him to give a powerful punch. And also when he reaches the target, for example, a blow to the head, my head will give the fist a power. Defense of the head stopped his power chain and helps reduce his power. Any part on the chain is broken, it can't work good. So although traditional martial arts and modern way all use your strength from leg and waist, but they are still different. Internal power like Xingyi Quan and Taiji Quan do not use the power chain. If he trying to stop the force and have no distance, we still be worked by dantian, throw our weight to opponent when he have a pretty good triangle by using weight. So all his weight to stop our power. Internal power requires us. Even if he stop our power with his whole body, we still should throw our weight, crush him by our dantian like this. It is a traditional way of using power, and it's different from modern fight. We call it throw your weight, create power. Actually, it's move your dantian, use the core of your body to create the power. For example, the power of our Beng Quan from Xingyi. I'm going to use my whole body, crush him out. The force is huge, then crush him out. It is powerful and easy to see. You throw your weight to the opponent by using turning your dantian. And another example when we use Pi Quan from Xingyi. When he hold my arm with his whole body. You continue use the strength of your power chain. You cannot crush him. When our arm is can't move, we still can move our body like dantian. Use your weight. You can crush your weight to your opponent and hurt him. When he holding my arm, my triangle locked. Reduce consumer. We can continue use power from our weight. This is the internal power that Eastern martial arts use. It's different from the modern and Western way. Power chain makes for character of modern combat. Is distance. For example, he's too far, so he needs to stand up to punch. 2. Because our other person is going to block. The block power will stop our power. When he punch, his power was less. So if he's trying to target my head, need to do set up, punch stomach and then punch face. There's no block. He can use most of his power. All the power will be consumed. The modern way of fight has to be combination. And the combination needs you have to be the balance when you moving. His weight must be balanced to give the fast move and combination. 4. There must be a gap timing between the two shots, like this, between the two punch. This gap is something that modern fight cannot avoid. There don't have the time gap between the two punch. There should no duck, cover, slip, and other defense skill. So the modern way of fight is basics on his power chain. When Chinese way is different, so it perform and its style is different. Because xingyi quan do not use power chain, so it's different from the modern fight. For example, when we use our power, put our all weight to corrupt the opponent. We do like this, give my weight to him, then he crush us. This moment our bodies are not balanced. If you are balanced, all of your power is not enough to move him. In this progress, your weight is like water, moving and on opponent's body. So you can't move fast. Because unbalance is hard to adjust. Because modern way is balanced, so he can fast. But traditional power is not. It will be like xingyi quan, bagua zhang, taichi quan. Move slowly to train your habit, moving your weight. 2. Chinese internal box never consider combination. Because the modern way of fight is not power enough, so he needs the setup. But xingyi quan, when he uses all his strength, we can still crush him out. So it's too powerful. Through one punch, make opponent unbalanced. But when he was single hand in real fight, what will happen? He will lost all his weight and can't fight back. You can try it yourself. Can you fight back when you lose your balance? So modern fight seems fast, but because your opponent and you are all balanced, actually have very high risk. Once he found a chance to hit me, and I will be KO. Although xingyi, taichi, bagua seems slow, you use all your weight to crush the opponent, and he can't keep balance and can't fight back. We are actually pretty safe and low risk. Opponent is very dangerous. So the difference between modern and old, one is distance. We do not need distance. Like Bruce Lee, he can do the 1-inch punch. Timing. We don't touch with our fist. If I use our fist, when he block, we have to get it back and punch again. It's had timing. xingyi quan push hand and Yongchun practice wood dumbing. They use your arm. When we touch the opponent, just need turn and hit. Let's see it again. When we touch the opponent, just need turn, and your fist is on his face. So this kind of fight, time gap is very small. xingyi quan is when touched, the opponent should be out of balance, and you can fast strike. So xingyi quan time gap is shorter than the modern fight, because they are different way of using force. Just like English and Chinese. English is A, B, C, D, E, F, G. 26 characters. But Chinese is called a, wo, e, u, yu. This is different from the basic. So the whole thing is different. The way of using power is different, so it made Chinese Kung Fu and modern fight is different. Even you are a Muay Thai master, or boxing master, or Sanda master. If you can learn our course, learn how to use your weight, the different way of using power, you can increase the strike force in your current level and make you better.